On August 8, 1934, the U.S. Army Air Corps announced a tender for a heavy bomber to replace the Martin B-10 aircraft. It was necessary to transport a large bomb load at an altitude of 3 kilometers for 10 hours at a maximum speed of at least 320 kilometers per hour. Were desirable, but not necessary, a range of 3,200 kilometers and a speed of 400 kilometers per hour. The Air Corps was looking for a bomber to reinforce air forces in Hawaii, Panama, and Alaska. Competitive testing took place at Wright Airfield, near Dayton, Ohio. Boeing competed with the Douglas DB-1 and Martin Model 146 for a contract with the U.S. Military Space Agency. The B-17 prototype, designated the Model 299, was built by a team of engineers led by Gifford, Emery, and Edward Wells at Boeing's own expense. It combined the capabilities of the experimental Boeing XB-15 bomber and the Boeing 247 transport aircraft. The armament of the B-17 consisted of aerial bombs, up to 2,200 kilograms on 2 racks in the bomb bay under the cockpit, and 5 7.62 mm machine guns. The power plant consisted of 4 star-shaped engines R-1690, developing a power of 750 horsepower at an altitude of 2,100 meters. The Model 299 was first flown on July 28, 1935, by test pilot Les Tower. Richard Williams, a reporter for the Seattle Times, coined the name Flying Fortress when the Model 299 drove out of the hangar, bristling with machine guns. Boeing very quickly realized the value of the nickname and registered it as a trademark. On August 20, the prototype flew from Seattle to Wright Airfield in 9 hours and 3 minutes at an average speed of 378 km per hour, much faster than competitors. The Air Corps used the B-17 and other bombers to attack from high altitude using the then-secret Norden bomb scope, which included a gyro-stabilized analog computing device. The site automatically calculated the moment of discharge based on the data entered by the operator. For the calculation to be accurate, horizontal flight in a straight line and at a constant speed was required. For this, when approaching the drop point, the bombardier turned the site on autopilot mode, making only small adjustments to the course. When reaching the design point, the site automatically dropped bombs. The U.S. Air Force began building up its forces in Europe with the B-17E shortly after entering the war. The first aircraft of the 8th Air Army arrived in Upper Waycombe, England on the 12th of May 1942, where they formed the 97th Bomber Group. On the 17th of August 1942, 18 B-17E aircraft from the 97th Bomber Group, including the Boober Yankee, led by Major Paul Tibbets and Brigadier General Eira Iker, and accompanied by Royal Air Force Spitfires, flew on the first raid, targeting a rail marshalling yard near Rouen, France. The operation was successful, with only 2 aircraft sustaining minor damage.